Hello, 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 and welcome back to the ADHD-Fest podcast, a podcast all about adult ADHD with a little bit of law of attraction and self-development thrown in there. I am your host, Tara Pratt, and today we're going to incorporate all the things. A little bit of self-care, a little bit of ADHD, a little bit of law of attraction, if you so choose. We're going to reclaim our mornings. Now, if mornings have always felt like a chaotic mess for you, like they do for me a lot of the time, you're not alone. The struggle is real when it comes to waking up and getting going with ADHD in particular. A lot of us are night owls, and it's a real struggle in the morning. But today, I want to talk to you about reclaiming your mornings and making them work for you instead of feeling like you're constantly fighting against the clock. And because spring is here, it is the perfect time to refresh and create just little morning rituals that actually feel good. It's a little bit lighter in the morning, but honestly, if you're not an early bird, if you wake up late, you haven't got responsibilities that get you up in the morning, like I have, like the school run, then choose what your morning is. It doesn't matter if you wake up at 11 o'clock, that is still your morning, and it's still a good time to just take a few minutes to do these little rituals to help you get going. So we're keeping this ADHD friendly, which means flexible, realistic, and zero pressure. Take what you need, leave what you don't. So let's dive in. Why do mornings matter, particularly for neurodivergent brains? Your morning, it's not rocket science, it's logical. It's gonna set the tone for your entire day. If you start in a flustered rush, you know that feeling when you wake up on the wrong side of the bed. You carry that energy with you. But when you start your day feeling grounded and in control, even if it's just a little bit, because I know we can't be like that every day, but even just that little bit, it can make everything flow more smoothly for your whole day. So the key is low pressure structure. We're not talking about rigid schedules that can feel suffocating, just really simple little habits that can help your brain wake up, focus, and get into gear without overwhelming you. So, first of all, I want to say that the perfect morning routine absolutely does not exist. If you've ever felt like you should be doing some Pinterest perfect, IG worthy hour-long routine, which I feel like as ADHDers, we do tend to be perfectionists, so we probably do always feel like we should be doing that. Let's just let that go right now. A good morning routine is not about how it looks or what anyone else is doing, it's about function. So if you've only got 5 minutes, that is enough. If your routine changes daily, that's also totally fine. I like to mix it up myself. The goal is to create a few habits that feel good and support your ADHD brain that you can use as and when you need them. We're not going to force ourselves into something that is unrealistic because that just defeats the object. So let's go through some simple ADHD-friendly morning ideas and how I use them in my routine so you can maybe relate and dot them into your morning routine. So firstly, ease into waking up. Whenever you can, try and use something like soft lighting instead of harsh alarms. A playlist or a podcast first thing in the morning, even ADHDFest, can help your brain engage. And stretching in bed or a quick body shake out to wake up your system always helps. So for me, I don't use soft lighting, but I do have a really soft alarm. It does still wake me up. I'm not sure how, but it's just, I don't even know what it's called, but it's on iPhone and it's just like really soft, like morning bells. And it wakes me up. It doesn't wake my husband up, funnily enough, but he's up once I start moving, it wakes him up. So that is what I use instead of like a really harsh alarm. And then I open my eyes and I literally just lie there for 5 minutes. I really ease into waking up. It takes me a while. And then I do a little wriggle, a little stretch. Next, we want to think about hydration and fuel. Water, first thing in the morning. I know it's annoying, but your brain needs it. I find it very annoying. And if I haven't put like a fresh bottle of water next to the bed the night before, then I miss this one out and I can really feel it like an hour into my day. I'm like, oh God, I'm so dehydrated. So please try and have water the very first thing that you have. Then, if you can, a high protein breakfast or even a small snack will get your energy going. I like to prep when I think of it. So I've got a book by Emily English. She's a nutritionist on Instagram called So Good. And in there, she's got cottage cheese pancakes. And I make these every so often. But when I do, I always make sure to like double the recipe. And then I freeze the leftovers because that is a great pop in the toaster, high protein snack to have in the morning. Or you can just cheat and get yourself a nice little protein breakfast bar or one of them little protein shakes. Try, obviously, to keep natural where you can. But if it's a choice between eating something that's high protein and healthy or not, then go for the packaged stuff. It's absolutely fine. Now, you could then have a warm drink if you like tea. Like me, I love a cup of tea in the morning. Maybe you prefer coffee. I would like to suggest, if you are on coffee, maybe think about swapping to a mushroom adaptogen blend. I use personally Space Goods. I always leave the link down below for my 20% off codes, but you can get many different types of these new mushroom adaptogen coffees now. In particular, Lion's Mane is a really good one. But any warm drink whatsoever, even if it's just tea, maybe a hot water and lemon, it's going to ease you into the day. Next, we're thinking about grounding and clarity. You could do a quick 30-second breathwork moment, literally just inhale, hold, exhale. You could do some quick journaling. What's one thing I want to do today? I have the journal app on my iPhone, and it literally just sends me a little reminder the same time every day. And I write in there one line in my journal, and it's my intention for the day. Or you can check your planner or calendar just to get yourself ready, your brain in the mood, but resist temptation. Do not start doom scrolling on your phone or get distracted by emails. Another thing that I like to do for grounding and clarity is I do a mini yoga nidra. Because I am such a night owl, I usually have not had enough sleep by the time it's time to wake up. And so I've been using Yoga Nidra lately. You can find it on YouTube, like guided ones. I listen to Ali Boothroyd, and she's got a quick 5-minute one, which I'm not even sure is real Yoga Nidra because you have to do more than 5 minutes. But I love that one. And it really, when I wake up feeling so tired and like, how am I going to get through today because I feel so tired, just that little 5 minutes of Yoga Nidra gives me, I don't know how it works, but it gives me that little boost of energy, and I love it. Next, we're going to think about movement and activation. So we want to get ourselves going now for the morning. We've eased into it enough. It's time to move your body. So you could do that by a quick walk outside if you've got time. Morning light really helps regulate dopamine and gives you that boost in vitamin D if you can get the sun on your face first thing in the morning. You could do a little bit of stretching, yoga, or just even have a little dance in your kitchen while the kettle's boiling. Anything small to get your blood moving will equal your brain waking up. Now, what I do several things. First of all, Theo and I, my 7-year-old son, we have a dance every single morning. It started for him because it's really hard to get him to get out of bed and dressed in his school uniform because it's like chilly in the mornings and he's tired, he doesn't want to do it. So I started blasting his favourite songs, which used to be Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give You Up, but thankfully that's changed now to APT with Bruno Mars. Yeah, I just blast his tune on Alexa and we do a full-blown dance routine first thing in the morning, and it works for him, but it also works for me. Just getting that movement in changes my whole day. The next thing that I do on certain days, I go straight from the school drop-off to the gym, and I do my exercise there. But you might not have something like that to anchor you. You might not have kids or a spouse or whatever. So just anchor yourself. Maybe there's a TV show that you like when you wake up. Make sure that when you've got that TV show on, that's when you do your stretches, do a few star jumps, whatever you need to do. All it is getting blood pumping. That's all we're aiming for. Next, we're going to set ourselves up for success. We're going to make it fun. So whatever you choose to sprinkle into your morning routine, if it feels like a chore, you're not going to do it. Choose things that genuinely make you feel good. That might have been the theme you've been listening to throughout this. Like Yoga Nidra makes me feel good. Someone else might find it absolutely boring. Dancing with my son makes me feel good. Someone else might have a banging headache in the morning, could not be bothered with music. So make sure it's something that makes you feel good. Keep it flexible. You don't have to do the same thing every day. In fact, I would advise against the same thing every day. Rotate ideas based on how you're feeling. With ADHD in particular, we like a certain amount of certainty, but we get very bored very quickly with that. We need uncertainty. So even if it's like Mondays I do this, Tuesdays I do this, or you just pick at random from a little menu of choices, make sure you're keeping it really flexible. And next, you want to stack habits. So if you already make coffee every morning, use that as a cue to drink water, listen to a podcast or stretch. As I mentioned before, while you're waiting for the kettle to boil or the coffee machine to go, you can do your little dance then. Stack these habits together with something you're already doing and they're much more likely to stick. Then I just want to do a quick note on prepping the night before. And before you switch off and get annoyed with me, I just want to say a tiny bit of effort in the evening does make mornings so much smoother. Even just laying out your clothes or presetting the coffee machine can really help. I do not do this every night because I kind of hit a wall, particularly on my medication. Like once I come down off it, I'm really like so tired and fatigued. So I don't prep every night, but the nights that I do, it makes my morning go so much smoother. It really is worth it. So I'm talking to myself as much as I'm talking to you, but if we can get ourselves to prep the night before, it's absolutely worth it. I, in particular, do like to get clothes ready. I get Theo's clothes ready and I get my clothes ready because trying to decide on an outfit in the morning when I'm half asleep is just not the one, and I can get frustrated really quickly. And also, then you spend your whole day maybe feeling like you haven't dressed well for the day and it just puts you in a bad mood. So if you can, prep the night before. So in summary, mornings do not have to be a battle. And when you create little routines, little rituals that work with your brain instead of against it, you're going to start your day feeling more in control. And that feeling carries through everything else. There's no right way to do this. I don't know what your personal hobbies are, what gets you going in the morning. Maybe you are a morning person and you love a morning ritual, who knows, but try one small shift tomorrow morning. See how it feels. Even if it's just drinking a glass of water or opening the curtains first thing, it really does count. Do it for a few days, and if it feels like it's not making a difference, then drop it. Try something else. It's all trial and error. There's no pressure. It's not serious, but you've got so many mornings left of your life. It's a big part of your day. You may as well give a little bit of thought to it, try some things out and see if it helps you. And I would love to hear what your ideal ADHD-friendly morning looks like. Maybe you've got a ritual that you do every day that really helps. Do share it with me because I will share it on the podcast. This is the only way we can do this, guys, is share our techniques and strategies with each other. The experts know the medical side. They know how to give us medication or how to give us CBT or whatever they offer, but they don't really give us practical strategies that work with our brains. That is up to us because they are behind in the research, and that is what this podcast is all about. So please do share your ideas with me. I'm over on Instagram at ADHDFest. Let me know what you include in your routine and start reclaiming your mornings today. Let me know how you get on. I'll leave the links to everything else down below, how you can get in touch with me. And also I wanted to share, while we're talking about morning routines, on the Body Doubling Club, the Body Doubling membership, the link is down below. We do have a morning routine bundle, so it breaks down all of the things that you might want to include in your morning routine, and it's very short little clips of like, okay, now we're going to get dressed, it's just a way to body double and get yourself to do things in the morning. So check that out if you want to. You can either sign up for the membership and you get that and all of the past episodes plus the rejection sensitivity workshop if you sign up over on Patreon, or I think you can just buy it as a bundle on its own as well. It's in its own little collection, morning routine, as a one-off. But I will see you all next week, guys. Hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.